Joseph.
Hey, Ann, and every day I get dressed and I come to work here in our newsroom. A lot of people get dressed and go to offices, but for thousands of men and women, they go to work here on the side of our busy roads and interstates. And when people don't obey the move over law, some of these men and women never get home. But as I found out today, enforcing that law can present challenges of its own.
Central 111 status.
This is Montgomery County Sheriff Sergeant Jimmy Brown's desk. His Sheriff's Department traffic enforcement SUV, and this is his office, the interstates and roads of Montgomery County.
We're out here trying to do our job, like the fire department and law enforcement are out here with a vehicle fire at the moment.
The move over law is meant to give them that room. The law in Tennessee is much like it is in 42 other states. When you see an emergency vehicle, including a TDOT help truck with emergency flashing lights, you should move over into the adjacent lane. If you cannot, you're supposed to slow down. But many people don't, and the results can be devastating. 3 TDOT workers were killed in 2016, including J.R. Rogers, who was laid to rest last Friday. In 2014, Metro Police Officer Michael Petrino was hit and killed while directing traffic on Interstate 65. Back at the sheriff's office, Sergeant Brown explained how cars passing close to officers creates another danger. It creates a distraction from the person in front of them.
If you're having to worry about the traffic not moving over for you, it's kind of dividing your attention away from concentrating on that subject in that car. They may have just robbed a store or something right down the street, and that's why they were speeding, to get away from it or something.
He also told me why pulling over a car that ignores the move over law isn't always possible.
If you have a car stopped and you're up there talking to them and getting the information or writing out the citation for that offense that you've stopped them for, and a car doesn't move over, well, I can't just take all that person's information that I have and take it with me.
Sergeant Brown told me better than increased enforcement is for people to just simply move over. And we did some checking with THP to find out how many citations for violating the move over law they've written. Take a look. In 2016, they've written about 1,353 citations. That's slightly up from 2015, where they wrote 1,329. But if you compare 2014 to 2016, it's a 28% drop. In 2014, they wrote 1,880 citations for people not moving over. And if you do violate that move over law, you do face up to a $500 fine and up to 30 days in jail. Bob, Ann.
Thank you, Joseph.